What's up, everyone? It's Fry Cooks Only. It's the Fry Guy Zone, welcoming you in today for a very special episode. Special in the sense that while I was recording the last batch of video footage, the footage got corrupted, and I lost all of my commentary. So very special in that sense. In that light, I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently this time. As I lost all my commentary, I'm going to be basically talking over and narrating the footage that I have from the session, because unfortunately, I wasn't thinking. I was just kind of going in a rapid fire type approach, type style. And I don't have the saves that would allow me to go back. I could have replayed the game all the way back to this point, but rather than do that, I think I'll just do kind of a unique episode here, and kind of walk you through how this session went, my thoughts on this part of the game, and we'll move forward from there. Yeah, my computer is just a real piece of shit, and hopefully my plan is to get a real kind of gaming setup up and running, so I can at the very least make better videos, but so that's my goal, and hopefully I can do it. Hopefully I can do it by the summer here, or in the next few months, but I gotta sell some stuff, try to make some money, but I really do want to do that. Because I'm trying to take this as seriously as I can. But we're going to make a stop here and see what's going to happen with Lisbeth and her mom. So let's check this shit out.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it!
Man, he fucking blew it. I'm not gonna lie, he fucking blew it right there.
Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the exogenic database. I know it happened on a cruise. This doesn't have to end like that.
Controller was low there. I went to switch it out. Okay.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogenic wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
The McDonald's
You're after the
headquarters.
one unique thing Barros has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So here I was pretty disappointed that I wasn't able to pick the Paragon option. If you do enough, you would need as much charm as you could get, enough Paragon, but I wasn't able to do it there. So I was pretty upset, because you can change the outcome of this.
I won't let you
I
hurt
thought
these
I did
people
enough
anymore.
side questing,
Drop
but I
your weapon
guess
or be prepared
there
to
was
use
one
it.
thing I forgot to do, which I will talk
If that's
about
the way
in
it
a
has
bit.
to be, heck,
But I did
come
have
on.
to shoot this guy in the face with extreme prejudice. I'm not that mad about it. Kind of a dick.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
If we must consider it, drop it in a concussion grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought I did enough to get that, but it turns out there was one other thing I think I needed to do to be able to not shoot him in the face. You know, and I'm not losing sleep over it. Okay, so we turned the quest into Gavin, got his data done.
Out in the ruins?
It's
I
nothing
managed
really
to find the data and
riveting
transfer it to
about that.
your OSD.
Just
That's
another
very good
errand.
news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this.
And we have more money. Just part of the job. Okay, I think that's all we needed to do here. So we're heading back to take on the Thorian that we've found out is living under the colony. Really is a little bit closer to the Weyland-Yutani Corp than you might have thought when I made that stupid reference 1 or 2 videos ago. They're using this plant that is apparently a very endangered old species to experiment or kind of test out its mind control abilities on the colony, which is not very ethical. But okay, we're doing some sick banking here. Might get a 50-50 grind in somewhere. Alright, getting some sick air on the way back, and definitely not going to fight anything in this Mako. You probably won't see me do much of that, because it is not that much fun. It's kind of fun. You get to blow shit up. It's alright. Maybe I'm being too harsh. This is Venom, Tom Hardy, looking like he's seen better days. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Sorry about this one. Okay, sorry about that, Tom.
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
No hitting the colonists.
So they gave us some
Even if the
gas
Thorian makes them
grenades
fire on us.
that we're supposed to
That's
try
what the
to
gas grenades are
pacify
for.
these colonists
Very
with,
well,
which I always try
Let's
to do.
go.
I don't like killing the innocent. Now, this particular part of the game might be my least favorite, mainly because of how many of these creepers there are. There's so many of these Tom Hardy lookalikes, and they rush you. They're so annoying, and it gets a lot worse. But this is kind of the final stretch of this planet's narrative arc. So here we go. We're gonna mow a bunch of these guys down. Put the marksman on. Can't touch me. I didn't see Venom. I know the Eminem song was in it. That's kind of cool. The song itself is pretty annoying, but it was stuck in my head after I heard it. I think I was at somebody's house and they were watching Venom, and I heard that song in the credits, and I was like, that's pretty catchy, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so we gotta pacify these colonists up here, and the way we're gonna do that, we put the gas grenade on as a grenade mod, so it's not an actual grenade, it's a mod. And then you just throw it at their feet. And here, you only have so many grenades, and I think you can pick up more, but you gotta be a little bit careful. It's easy to waste them and lose some colonists, which really it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter, but you get a little bit of Renegade, I believe, every time you kill one, and you get Paragon for saving them. So if you were Renegade, you would kill them all mercilessly and violently, but we're Paragon, so we're trying to be a little bit cooler than that. Anyway, more of these things here. They're gonna puke on us and try to jerk us off or something. Level up. That's how we do it around here, baby. I think Tom Hardy's a good actor. I liked him in Bane. I liked him in Conception, or whatever that Leonardo DiCaprio movie is. So I think he's pretty good. We're going to put a final point in Charm here, very close to maxing out that tree. And I forget what I did here. I am going to guess that I might have put it into tactical armor, because I don't really care about shotguns. And I'm trying to get the medium armor, but we'll see what I end up doing. Alright, we got some more. We gotta try to save. We did a good job there. Take some more of these guys out. Now that we have Adrenaline Burst, it's a really useful ability for instantly recharging all your, your other powers. It's a game changer. Highly recommended. Yeah, there's so many of them, and this ain't even the half of it. Just wait till the boss fight. I hate it. I hate it so much. Love this game. We got a rocket for Rex. I forget how long we've had that, but I'm gonna probably be using that a lot in this video. This part's kind of tricky. You got to make sure you don't shoot the colonists. I think I actually lose one here, and not from shooting them, but I try to use the grenade. And see, it doesn't get anybody there. It's so obnoxious because the radius of it seems to be kind of janky. Either way, though, and now we got, oh no, we only got 2. There's one of these here where I get like 4 of them, and it doesn't seem like there was any possible way I could have hit them all. Anyway, though, I actually almost died, but with some quick, fancy footwork, I escape with my life. We're gonna kill some more of these walking salads. And yeah, I definitely lost a colonist, which was a little disappointing. But that's okay. Yeah, so I got one there. I think, and it's not me that kills one. There's a one of the creepers. See, he took one out. I believe he's dead over here. He or she or they or them. I don't know, but I lost one. Now, I was using sabotage on groups of these things. I have to see if that actually does anything, because it's mainly for like disabling tech and electronic damage, but I was using it on groups of them because I thought that it was doing something, so we'll see if it was actually doing anything. I don't know. Just cleaning it up here, though. Got a matcha, iced matcha, just what I needed in these trying times. Yeah, that was the weird one where I threw it way over there, and you could see I looked because I was like, how did it get those guys all the way over there?
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head.
I'm sorry to say our friend Fidan is not doing too hot.
I was supposed to be their leader. These people don't trust me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
Tragic. He died too young. A lot of wrinkles on his face, though. No idea how old he was. But, you know, it's all about what's inside. Anyway, so now we're going down to confront this mysterious Thorian. And you're going to see that it is very annoying to do this. Yeah, you see the 2 Renegade on the right, and I got like 30 Paragon or 20. I don't see what it was, but it's good. But whatever. Into the bowels.
All right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... What... This was not covered by my training manuals.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
this thing is looking like a human butthole. You know what I'm saying. Can I get an F in the chat? Yeah, it's shitting out salad. Okay, what's up?
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose.
This person's really into poetry. It's pretty fucking annoying. Because I do not like poetry. But let's make a deal. Howie Mandel style.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long.
Alright, so we'll start to get into why I really dislike this part of the game. Well, this specific segment. But the plant basically keeps spitting out these Asari clones, and they're green because they're like zombified, possessed. So it's honestly a cool concept, but in practice this segment's just extremely annoying to play, and we'll see why in a second. But what we're doing right now is trying to take out this Asari. She's got this barrier, got some shields. Not a quick kill. Sometimes it is, depending if you catch her off guard, but usually she comes in guns blazing, and that is not the last time we're gonna have to deal with her, sadly, because she is a clone. And of course there are 1.5 million of these creepers. So basically we have to climb this little circular concrete structure that the plant is latched onto and destroy these nodes. And you see their health down there. The thing is, you can shoot right for the nodes, but you do less damage to them the more creepers are surrounding them. So you got to take out the creepers first, unless you want to get kind of swarmed trying to shoot the node to death. So that's what we're gonna do, and you got to do this like 7 or 8 times as you climb, and then then it's finally over. But this is not. It's not really. It's not no walk in the park. If you catch my lingo there, it's kind of a struggle. But we got the first one here, so we're going up. Plant screaming. It's not your average aloe plant that your girlfriend has in her bedroom or whatever. She got a target. Maybe your boyfriend, your partner, whoever you may find yourself spending time with. I'm happy for you. I hope you're happy. I hope you have, if you got a lot of plants, I hope they're happy. I hope they're doing better than this plant is about to be doing. But yep, so you can see the plant spit out another clone, and they keep coming, and they kind of blend in with the creepers. So sometimes they come out of nowhere. See, they hit me really hard right there, and it's if you don't notice them, they'll do a lot of damage to you really quick. So you got to be on the lookout, try to take them out as the creepers are swarming in. So, and this, like I said, it keeps happening wave after wave. And even on this normal difficulty, it can be challenging if you're not familiar with the layout. But we gunned him down a second time, the clone. So now we just gotta, finish off the last couple creepers, get the node, and move on. And we're gonna get a couple levels up from this. It's good experience. I mean, there's a lot of fighting, so you're gonna get some good levels. I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's that fun, honestly. It's not a very tactical. There's not a lot of room for tactical decisions because it's all very close quarters. You're kind of just shooting for your life, But we're going to level up here. I think it might not have been this time, but I think I'm going to end up putting points into tactical armor so I can get medium, get a little bit more protection. Got a pistol, shotgun, assault rifle. Seems pretty good. We'll check them out. But, let's see what we got. throw those guys in groups. So the biotics really help keep them at bay here. I want to take advantage of that. Another node down. I think there's like 4 left or 5 left or something. There's quite a few. Plenty of creepers to go around. You didn't think you were watching a Minecraft Let's Play. Turns out you were mistaken. Another Asari clone. If you can try to look for her like more greenish head and the gun, but you know, yeah, it's pretty dark too, so it can be tough. And she comes in and just does a shit ton of damage right off the bat. She can throw you, stun you, put that barrier on so you can't hurt her. But we got her. And you can try to snipe this node out. I mean, you can do it, but the creepers start getting up and running at you anyway. If you see there's one, they're gonna come bomb your house out. You just spent like an hour making glass and, you know, getting your storage room together, and creeper comes in, just takes it all out, and you're like, Jesus Christ. You're just trying to build a nice modern home. You watch a bunch of YouTube videos to like really get a nice like schematic, a nice blueprint. Because you're not, you know, you're not that inspired. Like you gotta find your own, you know. But those creepers came and just completely took a shit on everything you spent the past hour and a half, 2 hours making. So you gotta go grab some iron, maybe find some diamond, get some armor, and you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But we got another node here. It's taking these creepers out. It's not that interesting. You can use abilities. You can just, I mean, the abilities help, like I already said. There's another Asari, so I think that's legitimately like two times that they came just on this node alone. So they really don't stop. Walk through all the puke on the ground, do it again. Who's gonna clean all this shit up? I really don't give a fuck. We're just trying to kill this endangered plant. Like I said, we are the heroes. The metagel here is well needed. Definitely need a lot of healing for this part, because not only is there just so much getting thrown at you, as you can see, you're constantly getting poisoned. Either you or your teammates or both. So it's nice to get that metagel right there. Don't miss it. All right. And we keep on trucking. I overheated my gun because I'm a fucking loser. I use Rex's missile a lot, and sometimes he just straight up misses. So, I don't know. Take that for what you will. You can see because there's still creepers. It's taken quite a few shots to damage the node. So I decided to take a few more of them out. They're gonna swarm me anyway. So then I put the marksman on. Try to go rapid fire. I think there's like, if you destroy the node, it takes some of them out by default. I think. If you can get that done, but if not, you can just, you know, clear the path and then destroy it, like I just did. But yeah, I had a hard time keeping Garrus alive for this. He keeps getting poisoned. He doesn't have a ton of health, so he dies a lot. I like trying to push this one off the edge. It's kind of fun. The game really hates this part. Apparently, it's 2 frames a second. Cool. I think we just... Oh, no, the Asari's right there, hiding. Took quite a bit of my health out right there. I put barrier on to try to compensate. get behind the pillar so she couldn't shoot me. And then I keep, I didn't do it here, but I keep trying to throw these things and other people, and I totally like didn't realize you can't really throw them or use physics-based biotic attacks if they have the barrier on, I believe. So that if you see me do that, I know it's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. So we got to drop down here. It's another node that's always really easy to kill. But this part sucks because you can't go backwards very far and you're boxed in. And there's some behind you right down there. They're about to get up, and there's a ton of them that come from above you. So this is probably the hardest part of this this boss battle, if you want to call it that. If you ever play Kingdom Hearts, it's like the second Oogie Boogie fight when he's got all those nodes on him. And they're really gross. They're like boils. But anyway, you can see I'm getting fucked up. I mean, they're just rushing me, and then the Asari's there. So even if it was just all the creepers, it would be a pain in the ass. But the Asari's there just hurling biotic attacks at you and shooting you. So it's tough. I fell back, tried to regroup. We lost Rex, lost him again. We're about to lose Garrus as well. And they don't stop coming. I did get most of them, I think. The Asari's full health and barrier, though. So it's a really tough spot, especially without my teammates. And then there are more creepers coming as well. It's a tough spot, and I can't renew my abilities. I got nothing. So yeah, that was that. Attempt number 1 came to an end right there. So yeah, coming into this part a second time, what I did differently is I spec'd up to medium armor. So I put on this flashy N7 Onyx armor just for some extra protection. I might have put some more into, put a better shield generator on. I don't think I did though. But anyway, what I did is I actually hung down here, killed those ones that flanked me first. And then kind of waited for the Asari to come down and tried to take her out first. Let's see how I did on this attempt. And I think if you want to make it easier on yourself, you can get some saves in along the way, but if not, you got to go all the way back to the beginning of this whole fight, like at the very bottom. So it's annoying. But it looks like we're doing better against the Asari clone. If you take her out first, the fight's a lot easier. Each individual fight, that is. But I let myself get in too deep the first time. Kind of underestimated it. But we're just going to clean up the last few creepers here and try to get this segment done with. I don't know. Maybe you're into this kind of thing, but I don't know. There's fights that are a lot more fun in this game. The environment's pretty dull to me, pretty bland. I get sick of it by the time I'm halfway through it. And then if you die, you got to do it again, and I don't know. Flashes of Final Fantasy 15, even though that would come out whatever 10 years later. I don't know. Man, if you played the last, it was like New Year's Eve a couple years ago, I was finishing Final Fantasy 15 just when, it decides to try and become a stealth horror game and really just fucking throw you for a loop. And that is some of the least fun few hours of video gaming I've ever done. I was alone. None of my friends want to hang out. I was just so depressed, and I was just trying to beat this game. I was like, God, man, this sucks so bad. So if you want to hear me rant about how bad I think specifically the end of that game is, we can do that another time. But okay, just coming on to, I believe, the final area here. There's a couple final people to take out. We'll be good to go. And that is going to do it. And you really get to feel the crushing weight of killing this endangered super rare plant alien thing. You really get to feel like a hero. But the Asari is blue now, so it's the real deal, not a
I'm
clone.
free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia.
Who knows how long
When she
she
allied
was
herself
in
with Saren,
that
so did I.
gross plant
Benezia
bubble.
foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Sarah, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's terrible. It's
Saren's
just
pretty quick to
terrible.
betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
The cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
But there has to be a way.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander.
Why didn't we just start with that? Why do we have to go through all that dialogue? Why didn't you
Let
just
go
do
of your
that?
physical shell.
I don't have time for this.
Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every
Really just
idea
completely
must touch
ripping
our
off
mind
the
to
whole
live.
Star Trek mind
emotion
meld
must
thing
mark
here. I think she
another's
even said
spirit.
meld.
We are all connected.
Like, get the fucking
Every living
trademark
being united in a
people on
single
this shit.
glorious existence.
That is egregious.
Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Are you all right? What just happened?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You
I'd
have
like
been
to know
given
what
a
they
great
were
gift,
influenced by when they
the
did
experience of an
these
entire
Prothean
people.
visions, because they're
It
pretty
will
cool.
take
I talked
time
about
for
them a
your
little bit in
mind
that
to
first
process
episode,
this
but
information.
definitely
We
very
should get you back
gothic,
to the ship,
kind of
Commander.
horror vibe.
Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more
A ship that
persuasive, more
controls
compelling.
minds.
Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
Spooky.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it. But I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is
Yep,
gone.
we brutally murdered that thing. It is true.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even
Alright, well,
remotely
now I just
like
feel
it
guilty
in the known
about it,
galaxy.
so.
I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The
Sounds
colonists
good,
will
man.
need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
Cool.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats.
So basically,
We're back to being just
Saren was after the Thorian because it had,
Commander.
I believe it had at some point consumed or absorbed the cipher, or at least had knowledge of, you know, Prothean existence that Saren needed to try and interpret the visions, the beacon. So because the Asari had kind of merged with the Thorian, they were able to give that knowledge to us.
I fought so hard, but any thought of
Now what we're going to learn here, looking at these side quests that I was doing,
rebuild this place. We're
is
stronger
that
than the
there's
company
one
gives
that I
us credit
missed.
for.
And I'll show you where I missed it. It was that power cell. I'll show you where I missed it, because it was definitely hiding in plain sight. Kind of funny. But if I would have done that, the more side, if you do all the side quests, it determines, the side quests affect the fate of the colony in the wake of the Thorian's death here. So I think if I had completed every single side quest, meaning the one that I missed as well, I would have been able to save the guy that I shot in the face. Okay, so as it turns out, the power cells for that side quest are actually at the front of this vehicle here. You've got to go in and get them, so you can miss it pretty easy if you don't get up right on it. I do end up turning it in, but it's kind of a moot point because it gives you Paragon, so that's good. But the side quests are actually intended to determine the outcome of the colony here, and if you do it post boss fight, it doesn't matter. So a little bit disappointing, but at least you know now if you want to go back and do it yourself and see what the outcome is. So we can turn it in
Finally.
still.
Damn thing is out of my head.
You know, it's kind of
Could
pointless,
think
but it'll
without
give us some
pain.
Paragon,
I
so
still
might
need
as
the
well
power
wrap it up.
cells for this generator, though. I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for? I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here.
And some
Diane
money,
gave me
too.
Some requisition money. It's all yours.
So,
Now if I can
still
get
useful.
power cells and
Got a
get
bunch of
this
gel,
colony up
Paragon,
in no time.
money. And that's going to wrap it up here. So yeah, that's kind of the first world you spend a decent amount of time on. You can blow through it pretty quick. We kind of did, but, you know, if you do all the side quests, spend a few hours there.
Stand by.
Get decontaminated here. Take off our rustling leotards or whatever. Maybe drink some muscle milk or something. I don't know.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Liara is my girl. Go for it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
We get to do this again.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Yep, I'm
Did you
pretty
see
fucking
anything?
cool. I fucking already
The
knew
beacon
that.
on
So
Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing.
okay, but
The data transferred
did we
into the
learn
commander's
anything?
mind is incomplete.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Put him
Patch
through.
him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about
What's
the
going
Flora.
on,
It would have made your
guys?
job
I
much
have
easier.
so much to tell
Might have been
you.
able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian like to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was
I
saved.
love that there really wasn't an option to save it. Like, regardless of what path you choose, you pretty much have to murder
Being
that
human
thing.
had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Kind of funny.
Admirable. But sometimes specters have to make sacrifices. I hope
That
you're
shit
willing to
would
do
not
that
go
all the
down
time.
that way in Star Trek. Let me tell
Goodbye,
you.
Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Next time, we're going to go to another planet with a little bit more snow on it and continue the story. Thanks so much for watching. I've got the Instagram up now. You can follow me at frycooksonly. So much more to come on that. It's frycooksonly. See you next time.